Hey everyone! As you can probably tell from the video name, today I'm going to film a Hoya tour, and I've got them all kind of spread out here. So there's a quick look, and let's get into it. So I figured we start off on a good one, and this is my Hoya Rotunda Flora. Excuse the dog hair in the plant. But its leaf shape is just so cool. It's like a little rounded rectangle. And I haven't really had much new growth with this one. I don't know. I try not to overwater my Hoyas because I'm definitely an overwaterer with other plants. And I know Hoyas can be very prone to root rot. So I'm just trying to let this guy live his life. No new growth though. But as you can see there, it's got a really fuzzy leaf, which is very cool. The next Hoya I want to show you is my Hoya Pupa Calyx. And this one has had a bit of new growth. And apparently all my Hoyas have dog hair on them. Oops. But anyways, I got this at a local nursery, Robert Plant Greenhouses. And there's, I'm going to try to show you, it just keeps wanting to focus on what's in the background. Oh, there we go. There's like a tiny leaf there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm encouraged one way or another. So yeah, just kind of easy to find Hoya, but so far it's doing pretty well. So my next Hoya is my Hoya Sunrise. And I know this is a cross, but I couldn't tell you between what. I think one of the crosses is the Hoya Obscura. And this one's really pretty. It's got beautiful leaf colors, and I'm trying to give it as much sun as possible so that it can keep the purple. But again, no new growth really since I got it, so here's hoping. Like I said, I kind of tend to underwater Hoyas because I overwater so many of my other plants. But this one looks okay. Its leaves are pretty stiff still. But yeah, I think this one's really beautiful and hoping for new growth soon. This is my Hoya Compacta Elbow Marginata, and it's from, as you can see, Crystal Star Nursery, which is in Ontario. And it's doing so-so. It came really beautiful. They have really great plants there, but my care just... You can tell I'm really not confident in my Hoya care, even though I love them. I'm learning, so this is a really slow growing Hoya to begin with. But yeah, it's got that beautiful pink, and I've got it in relatively high light for the plant that it is, just so that I can try to keep the variegation in the pink going. But yeah, not really much new growth. I think maybe we had a bit at the end of that stem, but definitely no new leaves, unfortunately. And again, up here we have our requisite dog hair. Here is my newest Hoya. It's a Hoya Crinkle 8, and this one is from Trofolia, which is located in Carleton Place, again near Ottawa. And I've just got this little embellishment in here from Bullets and Bones. But anyways, I really like, there's some particular leaves that are really crinkly, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's a cross between the Carnosa and the Hoya Chelsea. And I've really only had this for a couple weeks, so no new growth, but that's fine. I'm trying to keep its conditions pretty good, keeping the humidity up. And it's near a south-facing window, but just out of the direct light. Here is my Hoya Kentiana, and it's from, I think, Vermeer's Nursery, which is in like the GTA area in Ontario. And I really love the leaves on this one. They're just so long and kind of folded in the middle. And I have had some new growth on this one. The stems are growing, and it's got these little growth points as well. Sorry, it's hard to focus in on these stems, but it's just encouraging to see that it's growing at all, honestly. So yeah, I've been keeping it fairly dry. And it has a bit, oh, I think that's new too, that little creeper over there. More dog hair. But yeah, I've been keeping it pretty dry, as I do with most of my Hoyas. That, I don't know when that happened, but honestly this leaf still seems so green, I don't know if that little break is even impacting it right now. But yeah, doing well. I'm trying to decide if I want a Hoyetti eye and a Shepherdii eye because they look so similar. It's almost like it's kind of filled that niche in my collection, but to be decided. And here we have my Croniana silver. I've got it kind of crammed into this swan planter because I think it looks cute. But yeah, there are some beautiful leaves on this. This is from Sarah Lavoie in Laval. And I don't have too much to say about this. It looks like there's a new-ish leaf over here. And see how tiny it is. So hopefully that keeps up. I think it's doing pretty well. And I'd really like a Croniana black. So I think that would look neat compared to this one. I like the small leaf shapes on Hoyas in particular. So speaking of small leaves, here is my Curtisy Eye, and I just love how like precise and delicate the little leaves on this look. It's very splashy, and I've actually had a lot of new growth with this one. You can see a little bebe leaf there, lots of new stems, little leaf over there. I do wish I had a nicer planter for this, but it's hard to put like a cashpo over a hanging planter, and I don't really want to disrupt it by replanting it. So for now it's in this little plastic one, but I got this one also at Robert Plant Nurseries. And yeah, it's in really good shape. I've been really liking watching this one grow. Here we have what I think is my biggest Hoya. It is my partially reverted Crimson Princess. And look at that pink. I think that's so pretty. I really like this one, and it came pretty big, so it's been, I mean, I can't claim responsibility for all this new growth, but that leaf is definitely new. And then this reverted stem, for whatever reason, has been growing really fast, probably because there's more chlorophyll in these leaves. But it looks neat anyways, and I'm really pleased with how it's been going. This seems like a relatively easy Hoya. I just will have to remind myself to reduce watering more over the winter. And here we have my very long-stemmed Hoya Crimson Queen. And this was from a cutting from my friend Rachel, which she generously gifted to me. And I really like the splashiness on these, and the fact that these leaves kind of come in different shapes. I don't know if maybe I'm doing something wrong, because that there is a new leaf, and the older one is just wider for some reason, but it's really pretty. It's nice because it just kind of hangs over the side of my shelf usually. And yeah, beautiful plant, lots of growth. Can't complain. Okay, this Hoya is my shame, to be quite honest with you. It's doing so poorly. I don't know, they weren't in the best shape. They were just from Canadian Tire when they were selling the variegated Hoya Curtisy Eyes for a while, and it's never looked great. And it does have those two little new, whatever those are. I thought maybe leaves, but it's hard to tell. But it probably had 4 or 5 leaves, and it's dropped all of them except for this one. So I'm really clinging to this final leaf. And it does look a little bit thirsty right now, but I think it was overwatered to begin with, so I've been so scared to water this thing. But maybe I'll do that today. Anyways, let's not look at this anymore. Lastly, I have these little sphag bags, as Heart Shaped Leaves calls them, and these are cuttings of a couple different kinds of Hoyas. So this one is the Hoya Optimistic Red. And I don't want to jostle it too much because I think I pulled a root off of it last time I pulled it out of there, but it's just a neat Hoya with very like clean looking leaves. And I'm trying to give it a lot of humidity and put it in a very sunny spot just to give it what it needs basically to push out some roots. So hopefully I can pot it up soon. And then over here I've got, so this rounder one here is the Hoya Mathilde, and I just put that in there today. I got it in a trade. Very excited. And then the Hoya Crinkle, which is this big leaf, and this one also here. It's got a bit of a stem too. That came with the Optimistic Red, actually, from the same person. So they're getting little roots. I check on them every now and then, but like I said, I pulled some roots off, so I'm trying not to check too often, but it's exciting. I want to see if they're growing, and so far they have been. Thanks for watching my Hoya tour. I will be hopefully participating in the Sarah Lavoie Facebook Hoya auction on October 31st. So maybe I'll have more for my next tour, who knows. But for now, I'm really pleased with my little collection, and I'm definitely turning into a big Hoya lover. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and see you next time.